welcome to another episode of the Kindred Stitch Folk. I am Emily. Welcome to my home. Well, sort of, my home away from home. We are currently living at my in-laws' house in up on the hillside here in Anchorage. It's a beautiful day. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is -3 outside right now, but this is my true first episode of the new year of 2026, so I'm excited about that. I have no idea what episode number this is. I did notice, though, that I am wearing the exact same shirt that I did on the last episode. So let's go. What episode are we? Let's go find out. Kindred Stitch Folk. And then View Channel. Flosstube plans. So this is, episode 13. 14 or 16. I don't know, because I had 2 special episodes in there. So, you know. What happened, baby? It's okay. You can leave it, honey. So, my friends, today I have one finished object. Yeah, starting the year off good. I have, oh my, I didn't count, but I've got everything else I'm going to show you are new starts. Except for one. I've only worked on one thing that isn't. So we'll count together to see how many things are new starts. Okay, so and I've got some haul, but it's been the whole month of December, that haul, because I'm not purchasing anything from now on. At least I'm going to try. But I'm not going to beat myself up if I buy, like, say, floss or something. But my finished is Santa Village. And this is a soda stitch. I have completely gone off book as far as colors. I did everything my own colors. Literally, I have in my Markup XP all the colors that I did. But all these houses, I believe, were supposed to be red, but I made one red, one blue, and one pink. And then I was going to make Santa's face a little bit darker, but I tried like 4 or 5 different floss. Hey, everybody! Ay, ay, ay. Blind dogs will bark. Okay, let's get rid of my glasses there. Okay, so anyway, I tried like 4 or 5 different colors, and I didn't like any of them. Like, they all had, like, one had a weird green undertone once it was put on, and I don't know if it's because the background fabric, maybe that was, I know this is a Witchalt Lugana 28 count, but I don't know, it was just weird. I couldn't seem to find a darker skin tone that I liked, so I went with the skin tone. I don't think it was as called for in the pattern. I went with the one that I had out for my stitch along, the mystery stitch along for, I've lost her name, but for somebody else, but that I totally failed on. I started on the first clue and then I got intimidated and stopped. But anyway, so, and the back looks a little bit crazy. I don't care if you guys see the back, but it's okay. There's lots of stars and carrying of threads, but I figure once I back it and everything with some interfacing and stuff, it won't be noticeable. So there's my first finished object of the new year. I'm so excited about that. I just paused for a minute to go grab my board because, as per usual, I forgot it. And I think a truckload of Jehovah's Witnesses just piled out of the cars here in the neighborhood. I love that I can see down on all of my neighbors. Not that I'm looking down on them, but technically I am. But I can see my entire neighborhood from my front door. And anyway, there's a bunch of 2x2s going out, and I know they're not LDS because I know what LDS missionaries look like. So anyway, all right, so I might have to pause because if they come to my door, everything's gonna go haywire in here. The dogs will bark and everything. So why don't we get into what I am currently working on? So the first thing for WIPGO, I think it was number 2 and number 6 or 7 called. For those ones, I got my Santa Bear called and I got a patriotic stitch called. So, and I just put in patriotic stitch. I didn't name what pattern they were going to be because I have no idea what I'm going to feel like stitching for that. So this time what I felt like stitching was the Waxing Moon Designs Patriotic Barn Trio. But as soon as I opened it up, I saw the pattern and it was small and I knew that I was going to struggle looking at this pattern. So I ended up recharting it into my charting software, which was a really great exercise. I think they're coming to my door, which was a really great exercise for me because, you know, I'm learning to design. And so charting an actual design that's already out there was actually really helpful. It gave me a lot of insights into that. But I did start on the Liberty, the barn. And so this is as far as I have gotten, and I've already got mistakes in it. But I've got the border, except for right here. I ran out of floss right there, and yep, they're right here. Hold on, guys. Okay, as soon as I press record, soon. So it was the Jehovah's Witness, so I got to talk to them for a little bit. They were so sweet. They're the sweetest. They're really lovely people. So we were talking about hope and things like that. So that was nice. But the dogs were not so nice. Where are you? They were barking a lot. Okay. So let's get back to what I was talking about. So I started, after I recharted everything, I have it recharted perfectly in my software. And then I exported it and put it into Markup XP. So I haven't recharted perfectly in there. The problem that I had is that I only had time to work on this late at night. And so I messed up on my counting. And I don't mind at all. And then I ran out of floss and I just wanted to move on. I just really wanted to move on. So I started it on the grass. So once again, that is Liberty Barn that I'm working on right now. Hey, we're okay. We're okay. Sorry, his bark is ear piercing, I know. So we're okay. Yeah, we're okay. Maybe I should wait a little longer before I record. Okay, calm. We're calm and gentle. We're calm and gentle, aren't we? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So I also have charted up, I think I charted up Freedom, so that in case I get the barn done. So my goal is, honestly, okay, so we know that my goal is to finish 45 pieces in my 45th year. But I got such a high off of finishing Santa Village that there will be some finishes before July, before my 45th birthday. I know that. So if I feel like finishing Liberty Barn, then I'm going to finish it. So whatever happens, happens. If that means I have to cast out a whole smorgasbord more of patterns to complete and projects to complete in my 45th year, oh darn. Okay, let's see if I can calm some people down here. Okay, I have them distracted with treats, so let's keep moving. All right, so that's one new cast on. Then another new cast on is my Santa train. No, this isn't a new cast on because I started it on Christmas, didn't I? So this isn't technically a new cast on. This was a work in progress on my whip episode. So there we go. We got Santa train. This is a stamped kit. And I don't know that I've worked on it anymore since the last time I recorded. I got all of this done. I got some of this done down here. And then I'm back on a different blue over here. I don't think I worked on this at all because there's so many new things that I'm casting on. But I love, look, you can see the train right there. Yeah, it's great. I love this.
See?
What happened? Is he okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's okay.
See? Oh, wait.
Oh, he's all wet. Oh, I think that's because of Teddy. Teddy was out in the snow. And I have been using my Whip Warrior, and I joined the Whip Warrior Facebook group, and I asked for help. So I've decided that I'm doing the Swee-Wee plan. I'm still trying to figure out to join in on the events. I'm getting a little intimidated. Like, you're supposed to take pictures of all of your whips and stuff, and you guys know I don't take pictures of those things. I don't have progress pictures to show you all from one episode to another. It's like, I don't sit here and say, this is where I was last episode and here's where I am now. I don't do those things. Maybe, okay, I'll give it a try. So, we'll see. We'll see. Is everything right? You want to dry her off?
Yeah.
Can you go get a towel? He's gonna give it a try. I'm trying to give him more autonomy. So I've been keeping track of everything that I'm working on in here, and I've even been trying to count stitches, but I don't know how much longer I'm gonna count stitches. So, and I love that I've been able to mark off on my whip tracker that one of my things are finished. So I actually have got to catch up from this weekend about doing that. Yeah, can you get it? Can you get it? So I'm excited about that. The other number that was called for Whipco was my Santa Bear, and I've only put in a few stitches on this since then, but I have continued on with the gold down here. And so I have completed all of this with the gold. That's not very much. I don't think it was over here. I think it was just right here that I completed. So it's not very much. I think it's like one thread I completed. But I'm going to stitch on this more. It's just, I really, really wanted to get all of my new starts started. So I was really concentrating on that these last couple weeks. But still. Speaking of new whips, here's another new one. So this is my January. Oh, I'm not telling you what anything is stitched on. So Santa Bear is 11 count. No, 14 count. Santa Train was 16 count. And then this January stitch, which is also a stamped kit, is also 14 count. And this is such a small, easy piece. It's been lovely to stitch on because I feel like I get so much done in such a quick time. But on this piece, everything, see, this is, I've gotten all the January done, the border and the brown in the tree and the snowman. And I've gotten the house almost completely done, not totally. I still have to do the windows and the snow and the chimneys. I have to finish the chimneys. And this needle minder I made, so it's a little sheep. So I'm making a bunch of needle minders and other doodads for my whatnot show or auction, whatever you want to call it, in a couple weeks. So I've been busy at work doing that. So it's been really great. But some of them I just want to keep for myself, such as this one. I decided not to stitch the snowman and all the snow in white. I'm doing a very soft pink for that so that it just won't, like, I don't want it to just blend into the white fabric, the 14 count. So I've decided to do that. I just need to pull the thread. I know what number I'm using and everything. So, and here is my stitch card. See that? So there's a lot of white that's called for. So I'm going to pull out a whole hank of the soft pink I'm going to use for DMC. Actually, I'm going to use CXC on that. So that's exciting. But what's really nice about this is that every month, this is from the Stitching Fairy or something like that. Is that what it's called? Cross Stitch Fairy? Fairy cross stitch, sorry, something like that. But each of them comes in a little envelope, and I'm just using that as my project bag because it just all fits nice and snug right in there. And I've got my scissors in there and my needle minder in there. It's nice. I like it. And this is such an easy stitch. I don't contemplate or try to, I'm not going to make a lofty goal that I will have every month done in the month as it comes. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, great. That's like 11 or 12 projects that I'll have for the 45 and 45. But I am enjoying that quite a lot. So that actually has taken up most of my stitching time in the last, well, no, not most, because I've done other things, you know, but still, it's been lovely to stitch on that. Teddy has been demanding that I pet him, so here he is. Teddy bear, teddy bear, teddy bear. And Oscar is right at my feet as well. What? You guys are just so cute and needy. Yes, my yin and my yang. Okay. Can I finish recording now, please? Can I finish recording? I'm almost done. It's gonna be nice. Oh no. Don't get mad at each other. I forgot about my haul, so it's not gonna be as short as possible. But in this big bag here, I've got my epic cast on of European Village. Now, I heard that there is a place, Luca S maybe, also has this kit but not stamped, so that you might be able to get this kit from them now. I guess there's a big call for it right now, so everybody's bringing it back. I have mine on a stamped kit from 123 Stitch, and it's on 18 count. I'm really struggling with keeping everything looking nice, and so okay, so I started down on the bottom right hand corner, and I've done this over here, all of that. So if I turn it on the back, you can see that's what I've stitched. But one thing that I was struggling with was feeling as though, I mean, my stitches aren't terrible, but they're not my favorite either. So I really need to get this on a scroll frame. And I have a scroll frame. I just need to stop dilly-dallying and do it. But that's why I stopped stitching on it completely this last week, because I just didn't want to get too far with my stitches looking ucky. But I am super excited about this, very intimidated about this. I mean, I will show you yet again. This piece is humongous. So, boys, sorry.
I want to go kennel.
Jimmy wants to go in kennel too. I just threatened them with the kennel if they didn't stop barking. So this piece is bigger than my wingspan. So it's gonna take a long time, and now it's all stuck on Teddy. It's gonna take a long time to do, but
It's almost done.
It's almost done?
Oscar.
Oh, no, honey, they don't need to go in their kennel. You can go in their kennel, though. You can go in. That's totally fine. Okay, there we go. I got it all back together. I always wonder, like on Flosstubers, when they're looking down and they're fiddling with stuff, and I'm like, what do you have to fiddle with? And then I sit here and do it to you. So, the floss on this is obviously all the called for. I've got it all right here, all nice and ready to go. So I am wanting to be very careful with this, so I have put it in its own project bag within the project. So it's within its own project bag. But, so that is another new start. So let's see here. We've got 3 new starts so far. And we sort of have one more, but it's not really a new start. I've just been doing a lot of prepping. So you may remember, where's my phone, boys? Where's my phone? Here it is. You may remember that I said I was gonna start the mini castle. Let me see if I can pull it up again. Okay, I guess I didn't Files, castle, mini glass castle. So I'll buy Heaven and Earth Designs. So that's this one here. And so I've been prepping for that. And one of the things that I've been prepping for is I just decided that I was going to order a whole set of CXC floss to just dedicate to this. Because I didn't want... Teddy, stop. So I got this off of... Not yet, honey. I got this off of Amazon. It was $49, but I have the entire set of CXCs here. That's hundreds of skeins.
My turn.
Yeah, your turn?
Okay.
And so I have that all in this bag here.
My turn. I want help.
You want to help?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Teddy, I want you to stop. Oh my goodness. Stop. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. Can you show them this picture? Can you show them this picture?
This picture.
Yeah, show them right there.
No. I want the mommy.
You want? Yeah. So this piece measures.
Mommy, I want help.
You are helping, baby. Here, hold this. Hold this and show them.
I thought I'm one. Since it's someone we would help, since it's a return with crossroad, since it's someone we don't need. Since someone we need.
Mommy's gonna make it.
Mommy.
Oop, don't drop it.
Mommy.
Yeah.
You do.
I do it? Okay.
Yeah.
So this piece measures 8 inches across by 17 inches tall. I believe that's right. Let me see again. Cancel. Okay. Okay. 8 wide, 16 high. Okay. So I got out, and it does recommend 25 count. Yeah. It does recommend 25 count. So I got out some 25 count. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. And I measured everything out, and I marked it with one of my erasable pens. And so from here to here, that's going to be the width. And I've got everything all set. So I'm using 25 count from Dyeing for Cross Stitch. Hand-dyed fabric and floss. I'm going to have to take a look at that. So I have this all set up. This, honestly, is at least half of the picture. I do need to make myself a grime guard for this, and I will be doing that later this week. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta get some elastic. Okay, gotta get some elastic. But I've got it all set up and prepped. So I'm counting it as a new whip, even though there isn't a single stitch in this fabric. The prep alone, I don't know if you guys, if the prep for projects for Hades for you takes forever, but this has taken me a couple weeks to do. I mean, now that we live up on the hillside, it takes even longer to get our packages from Amazon. So I ordered the floss for this on December 31st, and I literally just got it yesterday, so today's date is, what is today's date? The 12th. So it took a couple weeks to get here. And so, and I'm just having to recognize that while it takes at least 4 days longer to get here than it did when we lived in our tiny home down there in the actual main part of the city. So I'm having to plan for that. But I have it all ready, and my goal today is that when Jimmy goes down for his nap, I'm going to take a little bit and start in what I did notice. So I had that plan to do extreme cross country on the glass, but I'm not seeing that the glass lead pieces are all black. It's all different colors. So that's going to be, oops, cancel. That's going to be interesting to do. Okay, how do I undo? Oh, shoot fire. I accidentally marked up my pattern. Anyway, so that's going to be an interesting thing to do. So I'm not going to be able to do the extreme cross country like I thought, or at least I don't think so. I'm just going to have to see what happens. So I'm just going to start up in the top right-hand corner and just see what comes. And I do feel like it's going to be one thread full cross. I think that's going to be the best bet for this. So yeah, that's the plan so far. Okay. So that's all my new starts, all my what I've worked on. I feel like I've been really rushed, but you know what? This is my life. This is exactly how my life goes every single day. I never get a moment to myself unless my little one's down for a nap. And even then, it's touch and go. So, on to haul. I've got a nice little pile here. You guys all know that I love Whatnot. I absolutely love Whatnot, the app. And I am now a seller on Whatnot. And I've started making some friends who are of people, both from the people who are buying from me and other sellers. And I came across this one lady called the Stitching Duck. And we're actually going to collaborate on something on Whatnot later on. But she also sells cross stitch, but hers is, I don't know how she does it, but she just has this endless supply of patterns and stuff. So, and she was selling them at such a good rate. So I got a bunch of patterns from her. I think all of these I got for either $1 or I think the fabric I got for $3. So each of them are $1. But some of them are teeny tiny, like this one. This one is Fraccar Pheasant. And it barely fits in this envelope. I'm gonna try and get it right back in. And this is an older, most of these are older patterns only. This was done in 2011. So it's a teeny tiny pattern. So my thought process is I'm probably going to rechart this one too. And then I got this one. This one's so cute. This was Stitch Charmer's Queen by Charlin Designs Inc., Toronto, Ontario. And this comes with all the floss and the little charm. I believe it's this little guy right here. And it's an easy little stitch. They say use 28 count, and it's 76 by 09. I have no idea what that means. But it's got some stellina in it. No, wait, that's not what it's called. Krynic, that's what it's called. Sorry, stellina is for knitting. So I've got some Krynic in there and stuff. So that's really cool. I got that for $1. Then I got this one, which I didn't recognize what it was, but now that I see it, I see it. Circling Angels. I just thought this was a Quaker pattern, but do you see the little angels right there? So it's just a repeating pattern. So I think what I'll probably do is if I ever stitch this, I'm not even sure that I will, but I'd probably just take one of these and make it into an ornament. So it's all one color. From Sheepish Designs. I don't think this gives us a date or anything. But they used 40 count cream brulee. And they used charcoal as the color. But that's interesting. I literally just thought it was a Quaker. But I got these for about $3, I think. And this is Salim Table Linens, 14 count white placemats. Isn't that cool? So I have no idea what I'm going to stitch on them, but they're all prepped and ready to go. I mean, I might not even use them for placemats. I might just use it for something else completely, but I don't know. I'm going to have to look and see what kind of patterns are out there for placemats. I imagine they'd be mainly full coverage, but I'm excited about that one. Oh, and I loved this one. So you guys know me and home, but this one I got for $1. And this is by this is by Diane Arthurs from Dayton, Ohio. Imaginating. I think that's her website. And this was 2017. And I really like it. It says, home. Love lives here. Memories are created. Friends and family always welcome. And laughter never ends. So, you know, that spoke to me. And this one I had to get because of Jimmy. Like, all of these things on here is Jimmy. Jimmy. Robot. We have a saying. We do this little cute little thing. Jimmy. Beep, boop, bop. I be robot. And then he loves dinosaurs. He loves rockets. He loves fire trucks and construction things and trains. He loves everything in here. Oh my gosh. So I have no idea. I should probably cast it on now because I can't guarantee he will love all these things when he's 5. Who knows? And then I got, okay, what year was this? So, okay, this was by the Trilogy. And just, Bent Creek. It's by Bent Creek. Oh, it says star trinket included. Well, I didn't get the trinket because I only got the pattern. It doesn't say what year, but it was using 32 count flax linen on this piece. That's interesting. Oh, the Trilogy. Twisted Threads, Heart and Hand, and Bent Creek. Interesting. So are they still all one company? Huh. Oh no, I do have the trinket. Look, I have it. Ah, that's so awesome. Yeah. Designed by Ruth Sparrow and Cicely Turner and Marcia Worley and Elizabeth Newland. Okay. Then I got a couple of flowers. I'm always wanting to stitch flowers and I never do. So here's a nice rose. This is the Amber Rose by Silver Lining. The Count Across just 2000. Came out in 2000. And then this one's the Nordic Needle Rose. And this one also came out in 2000 by Silver Lining. And then I got the Ugly Duckling, just because I couldn't. It's a violet. And this also this one came out in 2001. The Ugly Duckling. Oh my gosh. Man, I couldn't believe nobody bid on this but me. An entire cross-stitch book of Care Bear ABCs. Oh my gosh, I just love it so much. I don't know if I can show you anything because it's all, it seems to all be the actual pattern. So I guess I'll just show you the back. So it's got everything. Look, it's got the lion. No, that's not the lion. That's the rainbow. Do they have the lion on here? I guess these are the original Care Bears, it looks like. Yeah, I think this is the original Care Bear crew. I love the Care Bears. I've loved them since I was a little girl. I had a Care Bear for a long time, and I don't know where it's gone. When I moved out of state, I think my parents might have given it away. But this was put out in 1985. And you know me and vintage patterns. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at the sleepy one on W. That's so cute. Okay. Then also on Whatnot, I made some friends with some people who do sewing. And I got 2 project bags. This one where I'm fondly naming Trash Panda because apparently raccoons are called trash pandas. I don't know. She called it that on her show. so I guess I'm just gonna go with it. But I think this is a tulip pink or something like that. And look at the threads she used for quilting. The highlighter variegated neon pink. Ugh, I love it. And then I got this one, and it's got sleeping squirrels on the back. And this one she used a different vinyl. It's a lot thicker than the other one, and she used like thick quilters backing or whatever it's called, lining for it. And then there's a diamond quilt pattern. Oh, it's so fluffy and soft. Oh, I love it, love it, love it, love it. So yes, I got these two. I'll probably put one or two of my new cast-ons in there, because you know there's going to be more cast-ons. Just saying. And then, like I mentioned before, I finally got the November, I've lost the name of it. We all know what it is. From the Historical Sampler Company, my box. So I only have, oh, I forgot about these. So this is not all. Okay, I've got some more things to show you, but I'll wait and show you this first. Cotton and Twine, there we go. So the Cotton and Twine box from November, I finally got it. So in it came Simon and Cole, Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad. Oh, this must be a chocolate coin. That'll be yummy. Then the pattern is so sweet. It's this little deer. And then it comes with an extra ornament. Not really my style, but I appreciate it. And then it has the hoop, and then, sorry, keeping it all together. The Zweigart blue, and I think this looks like 16 count. And then the floss for it. So, I don't think it comes with any needles or anything. Let me double check. No, it doesn't seem like it comes with any needles, but it does come with the hoop. So I finally got my first package. That came in, I think the last week in December, I think is when that came. So I'm fully expecting that I will be at least a month late on all of these. I mean, it is coming from England, for heaven's sakes. Okay, and my last haul, I totally forgot about these. I got a mystery pack. Hey, we're okay. I'm tired of the barking. Hey, it was just Jimmy. No. Hey, I'm almost done. Can you please just be calm for just like 3 more minutes? I got a mystery sample pack from Hello from Liz Matthews, because I don't really have any of her patterns except for the one that I got for the ball. And so I thought I would give it a try. It was a super good deal. I don't know. Well, I'll just show you. I'm not really into stitching the ABCs sampler kind of thing, but I will show you what I got. Okay, so we got the Pleasant sampler. And on the bottom it says, how pleasant it is to, at the end of the day, no follies to have to repent, but reflect on the past and be able to say my time has been properly spent. Sarah Ann Knoll, December 1836. So, it's not really something that I would contemplate stitching, but yeah. And this one, okay, so this one I'm confused about. So I think this is just a Quaker medallion, and I would stitch this, but I was really confused because I thought it was the ABCs in the background and then the Quaker on top. No, I believe it is, Quaker medallion is an eye-catching design with simple details that make a statement. The traditional Quaker medallion is stitched on a complementary fabric and layered over the bold Quaker alphabet. So it is. Okay, so you stitch both. Not happening. Sorry. But I would stitch the medallion. This one I'm a little bit more interested in. I don't think I would do it in these colors, but this is the Spanish Rose sampler. I think I would do some more, not necessarily muted, but a little bit more, less contrasting colors than this. And this is the Spanish Rose sampler, was stitched on 36 count light khaki linen from Weeks Dye Works using one strand of the thread, gathering silk and colors thread over 2 threads of linen. This piece is worked in both cross stitch and back stitching. Back stitches should be done using the same color. Okay. After I did doing some research, I believe the sweet text stitched into the antique sampler. I believe the sweet text stitched into antique sampler. This is reproduced from. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. After doing some research, I believe the sweet text stitch into the antique sampler. This was reproduced from reeds. Okay. There is no sweet text. It's just the ABCs. Oh! No, I believe that is a word. That's not ABCs. I believe it's in Spanish. Okay. See, I'm trying. Demarrideferosa Demanos. I have no idea. I can't speak Spanish. I just disregard it. But it is something that I could see myself stitching in the future. This I might stitch, but totally not in these colors. So this is Friendship Quilt Tree. Friendship Quilt Tree. Okay. There are 3 okay, trees are finished. Okay, so it doesn't really give a story behind it at all. Hey, we're done. And then Homespun House Hearts. I also probably wouldn't do that one either. So we'll see what happens with these guys. We'll see. I don't know. This is a very adaptable pattern. I have models stitched it in 3 different options: traditional homespun blues, autumnal rust shades, and the festive Christmas palette. Please choose your favorite or create your own. Only 3 colors are needed for the homespun stitching. So, again, ABCs are not my thing. I don't mind necessarily stitching words into pieces, but I don't like, I'm more into pictures, scenes that tell a story rather than actual words that tell a story. I think a lot of samplers are absolutely gorgeous. A lot of the historical samplers are absolutely gorgeous. I just don't see myself anytime soon stitching on those. Our stitching tastes change over time. So maybe in a few years, or maybe even less than a year, my taste might gravitate towards doing something like a historical sampler. I don't know. But for now, I am not really into samplers and just stitching the alphabet on things. Like, it's not something I want up in my home. Like, it doesn't, to me, serve I don't know what I'm trying to say. But that's about it. Because I just feel like I'm digging myself a hole. And I don't mean to be digging myself a hole. But, so those are my hauls. You probably won't be seeing any haul anytime in the near future unless I save up my money for my floor stand. We will see. But in the meantime, I just have a lot of exciting things on the go. I'm so excited for our craft. I did cake up some yarn to knit myself a hat. I still haven't started that yet, but fingers crossed I will. But we'll see. We'll see. But thank you, my friends, for joining me today. I really appreciate you. I hope you're warm and cozy where you are. -3 here. Oh my goodness. And remember, my dear ones, to knit what you love and love. No! to stitch what you love and love what you stitch. Ta-ta for now.